Hello everyone, my name is Super Train Dispatch and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to what I like to call Grand Central Station here on my channel. Today on this great station, we're going to do a little bit of talk about flags. Flags, the symbol of everything. Everything has a flag almost. Organizations have flags. No, everyone has a flag. Even governments have flags as well. Nations, states, cities, everything has a flag. Like I'm gonna pop on screen where I live, which is Little Rock, Arkansas. Little Rock is in Pulaski County. Pulaski County has a flag. It's a very weird flag. I have never seen it flown, but it is still recorded as the actual flag, which I think is someone named Pulaski who founded the county. It's just like the Washington state flag in America, but instead of it being green and goodly made, it is not that. It is black and white. But flags represent a lot of things, not only in our nation but around the world. Flags represent, from armies to companies to organizations to movements. There's tons of flags. There are presidential flags that aren't official. The United States president has a flag. The Speaker of the House has a flag. Both houses of Congress has a flag, including Congress itself. Everyone has a flag. DC has a flag. Everyone has a flag. But I live in the state of Arkansas, in Pulaski County, in the city of Little Rock, which is the capital of Arkansas. So, my flags that I most identify with is because I live in the United States, so I recognize a lot with the U.S. flag, which is this one. I live in Arkansas, so I recognize with the Arkansas flag, which is that one. I live in Pulaski County, but I haven't seen their flag. Their flag isn't flown actually. I haven't seen it anywhere, so that flag I cannot identify with. But I do identify with the city of Little Rock flag, which should be directly above me. Those flags are the flags that I identify with, the flags that I know and I see every day and I very much appreciate. Now, flags are meant to be a symbol of either unity or a symbol as a rallying point. Now, for unity, they're mostly used in governments for unity. Now, the flag of a nation is supposed to unify the nation under one flag. The United States Pledge of Allegiance is I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We pledge allegiance to the flag. We call it just the Pledge of Allegiance, but it's the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States. Now, everyone does it. Citizens do it when they become citizens. When immigrants become citizens, they have to do the pledge. They pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America because that's the flag of the state. No, not the state. It's the flag of the United States. It's the flag of the country. But then you also have flags of other states, which are state flags, which is the flags in each individual states. Most of the flags in America are what we in the flag community or the vexillology community we would call a seal on a bedsheet, or an SOB. They're terrible flags because they aren't really easily identified from a long way away. So certain flags that are SOBs are more recognizable, like the one from Washington, the Washington state flag. That one's more recognizable. The one from Delaware, give me 1 second while I pull it up. The one from Delaware is a very recognizable flag as well, because it's a very unique one in the way that it's made. Because the state of Delaware, their flag is a special color. Yeah, their flag is this one. There's two colors on it. Even though it is a seal on a bedsheet, it's a very special seal on a bedsheet because it looks different from just the normal, blue, blue on the bedsheet. Dark blue with a seal on it, which is what lots of flags are. Like the state of New York, Theirs is a seal on a bed sheet, which is this one. It's a seal on a bed sheet. It's the same thing. So is the flag of New York City. There's also an SOB, but because theirs has colors on it, it's more recognizable. But it's still not good. It'd be better if they changed it, which I hope future states do, because those flags are more or less, you have to view up close to actually determine which flag is which, because there's so many different ones. There's New York, I think Pennsylvania also has it. Pennsylvania, New Jersey. The flag of New Jersey is it's another one. The flag of New Jersey is the same type of flag, but because it's of a different color, it's more recognizable. But it's still an SOB, a seal on the bed sheet, so it's still not a great flag. What you would want is flags like New Mexico. New Mexico has a great flag. The red flag of New Mexico, their flag is awesome. Their flag is a very unified symbol. It's a very great flag. It's something that everyone can get around. It's a very good thing. It's a well-made flag. The flag of California it's the toss-up. The flag of California is still it's not the best flag, but the flag of California is a very special looking flag. So because it's not specifically a seal on the bed sheet, it is more recognizable than most flags, anyways. Because that flag is mostly white, so that one's more recognizable. People have always done redesigns of flags, and lots of them actually have been a very good redesign. It's symbolism supposed to be on there. There are many things that could be changed about multiple flags that would make them awesome flags. This is like my state. The state of Arkansas needs a new flag. Our flag is pretty divisive, because our flag, as you can see here, our flag is very distinctive. We are one of the few states that has a red flag. It's the flag's colors are the same one on the national flag, so red, white, and blue, which is weird for the natural state, which is supposed to be green, to have a red, white, and blue flag. So that's one's a bit weird. But our flag is divisive because it started off with a very simple design, which is this one. It was you had 3 stars, and it was very simple. 3 stars in the middle, 25 stars on the blue line, which made it very simple. But then they changed it because they wanted to add the word Arkansas on there. For what reason, I don't know. So they changed it again. But then, years after the Civil War, because the stars on the flag represented the number of governments or territories that Arkansas has been under, which was at the time the listing French, Spanish, and the United States. They added one for the Confederacy, for the Confederate States of America. Years after the Civil War, even like 20 years after the Civil War, they added the star for some reason. Now, even the person that made the flag wanted it added. So I don't know. The Civil War was about slavery, so I'm like, So the flag has been called into question. Some people have just asked for the changing of the meaning, or some have outright asked for the complete redesign of the flag. Which I say the flag needs to be redesigned, because I know the things that flags should have. They should have symbolism. They should be simple, and they should be able to be distinctive from a far distance. Arkansas's flag is distinctive from a far distance. That is true, but because it has words on it and it's very detailed, because it has a shape inside of a shape. As it progressively gets smaller, from far away, you can only see 2 diamonds. You can't read the name, and you can't see the 25 stars and the 4 big ones. And so it's a bit weird why they did that. And so people in Arkansas and some other things have said Arkansas needs to redesign their flag because it's not unifying. Just like the state of Mississippi and the state of Georgia, and multiple states have actually redesigned their flags because they want to update the flags, because they don't want them to be divisive, They want them to be unifying. No, Mississippi updated their flag. They have a great flag now, and so did Georgia. Georgia also now has a very good flag. But things have to continue on. But I, myself, being a lover of flags myself, I have taken the liberty and made new flags. Now, making this, there are tons of flags I've made here. There are just tons of flags. There are so many, and I do not know what to do with myself because there are so many. There are just so many of here on here. Let me count them for you. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. At the moment, 32 designs that I have. This is at the moment. This is not going to be permanent. I'm going to continue adding on to this. So, with me having 32 flag designs, a total about 2/3 of them being the original colors, and only 1/3 being ones having green backgrounds. I can actually count from here a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the non-green backgrounds have green in them. The other ones, well, actually 6. Actually, the other ones are majority red and blue, and then only 2 of them have a white and blue bicolor. A bicolor is when a flag is separated into 2 colors, one on bottom, one on top usually, or straight down the middle. So there's a bicolor and there's a tricolor. I don't have any tricolors because tricolors are 3 colors. This one would be red, white, and blue in a line. We don't want to do that because that one's a bit divisive having a tricolor. You can have a quad color, but Arkansas does not have 4 colors, which is quad, quadruple. Arkansas only has 3, so I didn't do a I didn't do a tricolor because it made no sense. So I did a bicolor. Mostly the bicolors, mostly are just solid backgrounds, which is what most flags are, just solid background flags. Now, 4 of them will have a line through them, a diagonal going through them, which I would think that most states don't actually have that. Most states don't have a line going through the flag at a diagonal angle. Most of them have just bars going across. So having a diagonal would be a very good thing to have. Now, for most of my flags, I've made the diamond the middle. I redesigned Arkansas diamond, so it's a bit more more symbolism. It not only represents the diamond state, which is what Arkansas was at the time when Arkansas was founded. It was the only state in the Union that people found diamonds in. But further along in the years, they found diamonds in other states, so Arkansas's diamond production didn't kick off as a diamond race or a diamond rush. So it didn't really catch on, but it still is symbolism in the flag, which is the diamond, because Arkansas at the time was the only state in the Union to have been found with diamonds. Now, what I've done is I've changed the diamond so it is more symbolized in a way that it not only represents that Arkansas has a state that was first to have found diamonds in. I split the diamond into 4s, a big bottom on the bottom, and then 3 smaller on the top. The 3 smaller ones are to represent the nations that had Arkansas under their governance, which is Spain, America, the United States, and France. The bottom one is for the people who have put in the most work, who is here the longest, and that those that care for the state, the territory that we now call Arkansas first, which was the native tribes, which is what Arkansas is actually named after. Arkansas is named after one of the native tribes in Arkansas, which I believe was the Quapaw. The Quapaw tribe, French called the Arkan something. which was then at the time of statehood they named it Arkansas with a W, so it was Arkansas, so W at the end. But they changed it so that it represents more the French spelling, which is Arkansas with an S at the end. So we still call it Arkansas, even though there is an S at the end. People get us confused with Kansas, and people call us Arkansas, but no, it's Arkansas. It's 3 syllables. Arkansas. It's French technically. So our name is French, while Kansas is not. Kansas is named Kansas for a reason. But no, back to the flags. Basically, we're gonna start off with the top. I'll put these all on the video because editing. The first one, which is number one on the list, is this. It's just a green flag with a white diamond with red outline in red cross sections, which is what is crossing. This was creating the divisions in the diamond, which is those cross sections, which are red at the moment. The next one is a blue diamond, a dark blue diamond with red crossings, which is just to be symbolizing which the state's colors, which is red and blue and white. But next one is an inverted one. We have a red diamond with blue outlines and in the sections. The next one, which is a dramatic jump, is that these next few are the only flags that have the 25 stars. What we see here is that we have the white diamond with the red cross sections. On the outside of the diamond, on the green field, is 24 stars. 22 on 12 on one side, 12 on the other, and 1 in the middle on the U.S. portion of the diamond, which is the top portion, which holds the 25th star. Now the reason because Arkansas was the 25th state to enter the Union, and so I decided to divide this up evenly, which you can't because it's 25, so it's an odd number. But I divided those that could be, which was 24. 12 plus 12 equals 24, so 12 on one side, 12 on the other. And then the last one was put on top in the Arkansas, in the U.S. portion of the diamond, which was the top one, because the United States is the current holder of the state. The next one is just the same one but inverted. The blue diamond, red cross sections, and a red star, because you have to make sure that star pops. And so the next one is we inverted again. We have a red diamond with blue cross sections, a blue star in the middle, but then the outside stars are then changed to be red because they were blue to begin with to match the blue diamond. So they were changed to match the red diamond because the stars changed with the diamond because they're down outside. The next one is that I took the middle portion of the flag, the middle portion of those diamonds, and I moved them down. I took the old flag with the first proposed flag of Arkansas, which was the three stars, the 25 stars on the outside. In the modern day arrangement, those stars were arranged differently back then, but I have the modern arrangement of the stars here, with the old 3 stars on the green background. Okay, the next one is just that the white is replaced with red, and the next one is we just get rid of the blue, which is what I decided to do. And then after that, we change the inner diamond back to white, the stars stay blue, and the outer stars become red. This one is actually the one I like. This one I dislike the most because it just makes no sense and it doesn't look good. And so the next one is another big jump away from what we just were. And this is one of the diagonals. It has the diagonal stripe going through. This one is a white diamond with blue cross sections with a blue diagonal going straight through the red field, which represent the Arkansas River, which goes through the state at almost a diagonal. And the red for Arkansas, how the red flag is now, but the diamond represent the diamond state of Arkansas. But this one does not have the 25 stars. The rest of these will not have the 25 stars on them, sadly. The next one is just inverted. It's just an inverted part. The next one is basically the first diagonal, but with 2 stars. The 2 stars plus the diamond are supposed to represent, the 3 nations. America, that's the diamond. Spain on one side, French on the other. So there's more symbolism added. The other one flipped, just the inverted version. Next one is another big jump. We go to the bicolor flags. Now the rest of these are going to be bicolored except for the bottom ones. So the last ones on the list are not bicolors, but this one is. But the next few are going to be bicolors. The last ones will not. The last ones will be solid backgrounds. Now you see the diamond in the middle. We have a green diamond with white cross sections. The green diamond represents the green in the natural state of Arkansas. The white for the pure people, happiness, and people are very nice here in Arkansas. They're very nice people. People are like, Southerners are all mad. I'm sorry, that's Alabama and Mississippi. You're in Arkansas. Calm down. Like we're not Texas, but you're getting close. So be careful with what you say in Arkansas, because people can get mad. We are very temperamental about our state and our sports teams. So be careful. The next one is just, this is one that I also dislike very much because it just doesn't, the green and the red doesn't mix together well on this one. What you have here is the green diamond with the red cross section, so you can see that the outline mixes with the bottom. So you can only see the bottom of the green, and then you see that the red comes up into the blue, which is, symbolism, like Arkansas conquering the Arkansas River and all that. And then you have the reverse, which is the blue, which I like better because the blue and the green pop more together than the red and the green, because Christmas colors tend to be subdued. But this one just shows that the same thing almost, but the river is supposed to be taking precedent over all the land of Arkansas. The river is always going to be the master of the state, because we rely on the river, because we rely on the river for transportation, for our economic state, and also for our water, and so that's very important. Next one is a white star. Purity, happiness, all that other stuff. White star. So we didn't invert it again until now, which is not the best, but still. Next one is just the white star with green, which I like because I like green. Green's my favorite color if you haven't recognized. I love green. So the green flags will always be my favorite, no matter what I try to say, unless I know that it's bad. And here are these next 3, 4 are ones I made just a few moments ago, which is this one, which has white on top, blue on bottom, with a red diamond. The red diamond, the same symbolism, but with the white encroaching on the blue to represent purity over the river. Happiness and protection over our river, because we want to protect our river. Other one, blue is infiltrating the white to represent, the river takes precedent or whatever. I don't know. I haven't had time to come up with, exactly what each one means for symbolism. Next one, the white is replaced with red. Now, let's have the other ones. The red is for the state, which is claiming the river, as in we have conquered the Arkansas River. The Arkansas River is ours. And then another one, the river takes precedent. The river is always going to be the master of the state. So the river, stirs our destiny, basically. These next ones are one of my favorite, some of my favorites. Now these ones have different symbolism. They have the diamond still symbolizes the Native Americans of Arkansas at the bottom, and the nations at the top, Spain, France, and the United States. But these stars represent the regions of Arkansas. You have Central Arkansas, North Central. Then you have the Upper Delta, the Lower Delta, and then I believe you have hold on, let me look up the regions of Arkansas. Northwest Arkansas, Southwest Arkansas, Central Arkansas, North Central Arkansas, the Upper Delta, and the Lower Delta. The 6 regions of Arkansas. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's what each one of these flags represent. Is the Northwest Delta, the Northwest region, the Southwest region, the North Central region, the Central region, and then the Upper and Lower Delta regions, which is what these stars are about. The star on top, sadly, has to be the Central Arkansas region, because that's where the majority, because that's where the most populous state is where I live. Little Rock is the capital city, and Central Arkansas is where most of the people live in Arkansas. Arkansas is right now, I think, just the last census said just under 4 million. So I think about 3.8 million people live in Arkansas at the moment. So that means that about 1 million of them live in Central Arkansas. So that's why that starts at the top. The bottom one is whatever. Now you have the other 5. And then the same one, you have reversed, but the white stars. Other one, the diamond has the red crossings and the red stars. Well, the same thing, red diamond, white stars. And then we turn to the red field with the green diamond and the blue stars. Next one is the same thing, the red field, white stars, and the green diamond. Next one is, you have a blue diamond with the blue stars, the blue diamond with the white stars. And that's the last of the ones at the moment. So I have a lot of things going on at the moment. I'm just very happy that I was able to do this, because I'm going to make more videos about future other flags that I've made. Flags for my school, flags that I've made for flags that for my school district. I have some flags I've made for them. Flags I've made for my story. I am writing a story that my friends have assigned me characters to make, and so I'm doing those. I might even go through and actually show y'all my rank insignia that I made for my pretend Marine Corps, Air Force, Army, and Navy, which I believe that are actually pretty good. And I can go through and tell y'all about seals and all the other stuff that I've also made, but that's for another video. So everyone, is that reset? Dang it, I have been talking for a while. I am tired. I'll be able to be going to Arkansas Boys State after that week, which is at the end of May to the beginning of June, and I'll be back doing my regular things. And guess what? June 14th is Flag Day, so maybe I will do a special video on June 14th about the U.S. flag, and if I was to redesign that and other state flags, who knows? When it comes next year to marching band, I plan to ask my teachers about that, because if you guys do not know, I am also running a channel for our school at the moment. It's called a podcast channel, but it's actually not a podcast. We're changing that up. We're doing it more as a school-wide channel about trying to get things out there. If I just bring it up, dang it. It's called the LRCH Black and Gold Newscast. Now for that, we are mostly just trying to do outreach to our clubs and organizations here at our school. So go check that out. We have up at the moment a drone video that I did. I plan to do more. I need to go do that though. I do need to go and do those drone videos. Do drone videos for that. But go there, check it out, because I promise you, it's a very good channel. We've only put up one thing. That was actually a newscast, but that was just basically a test run of actually how it would work. Basically, it's very nice to have you all here, but go look at that, because I cannot wait to have that up. share, comment, like, or dislike. I don't really care. Just watch. It makes me happy. It makes me happy seeing that subscriber button tick up, so it makes me want to do more of this. Right now it's just been stagnant, but people haven't really been viewing my channel, so I'm like, oh, there's no use. But I am trying to get that back. So subscribe, like, share, and comment, please. I need you all to help me with this. Goodbye.